Wait a second, this is not Victoria 3. No, it is not. Today I want to try out Manor Lords, the most wishlisted game on Steam, which has just been released in early access. To put it simply, it's kind of a medieval village builder, and it's extremely fun. So let's start off a new game. Here we can customize how our character looks like, and our coat of arms as well. Let's create something cool. Okay, this looks pretty good. A Romanian themed coat of arms. Now we can choose our game setup, which will determine if we have raiders attacking us, if we have another opponent on the map and all of that. I think I'll go for restoring peace on the normal difficulty. And this is what we're starting with. Our victory condition will be dominance. Okay, so this is where we are, this is our region, and we'll have to defeat this guy on the other side of the map. And as you can see, every single region has a couple resources of its own, and some of them are actually rich deposits. Over here we have a lot of berries and wild animals, so this should be a very good source of food for us. Okay, so where do we want to build our village? I think we can do it over here, near our initial settlement. Okay, but the first thing we have to build is a logging camp. This will give us more timber, which we don't really have a lot of right now. So I think I'll put it somewhere over here, and let's also connect it with a road. Then we have a lot of supplies just sitting right here on the ground, and if they stay on the ground, they're gonna eventually disappear. So we'll have to build a storehouse and a granary, but those two should also be close to the marketplace. So let's put down a marketplace. I want it to have a pretty central location. So let's build a pretty big one right here. It will have space for 12 different stores. We want it to be connected with a road, and let's also connect this place with a road. Let's actually surround the whole thing with a road, and then like I said, I want to put a granary and a storehouse right next to it, but let's also make a couple more roads. So I want those two to have the highest building priority. We'll have to build some kind of well for our citizens as well. Let's place it right over here. We start off with only 5 families, which live in the homeless stand, so we'll have to also build them some homes at some point. And let's maybe also move the hitching post over here. And now I think we can unpause, and the villagers will start building everything I told them to. The granary is already done, so I want to have one family assigned to this, and in the storehouse as well, because otherwise they will not pick the supplies from the ground. A new message from the nearby ruler. You have no rightful claim for anything. Let's send it. Yeah, diplomacy in this game is quite a work in progress. We are still in the early access after all. Logging camp constructed. I want one family working here. I need more timber, and that's because I'll have to build some homes for those homeless people. I might put 4 of them down like this. That will be 8 timber, and then I'll have a couple more on this side of the road. 3 more over here. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Although we don't have a lot of food left, so we should definitely start exploiting those berries and those wild animals. So let's get a small forager hut connected by road, and we'll do the same for a hunting camp. I might as well put those on high priority. I don't really want my people to starve, so their homes can wait, I guess. And let's unassign those people from the granary and the storehouse. I think that's for the better right now. Assign them to get me some food. Yeah, when you have a small amount of families, you really have to micromanage everything. Like I said, I want a couple more homes over here as well. Those will be enough houses for 7 families, and I might actually want to build a couple more. 2 more houses over here. And we have finished our first 3 homes. People are starting moving in. But now we'll also be consuming some fuel, so we'll have to expand the woodworking industry. Let's get a road all across this thing. Let's put down this woodcutter's lodge for more firewood, and I would also like a saw pit for some planks. And our settlement level increased. We got an armament delivery, so we received 20 spears and 20 shields. That's enough to create our first spear militia unit. However, we don't have enough citizens for this thing right now, but I'm sure that will change. And now we don't have any more homeless people. We actually have room for more families, if they want to come in. I want another family on this woodcutter's lodge. I will need more firewood. Now the next big project I want to get down would be the wooden church. I would like to put it somewhere over here, but for that we'll need a couple planks. That's why I'm building the saw pit. And I'll take the family from the berry gathering and I'll put it right over here. Also, if we click on one of those mortgage plots, we can see all of their needs. Right now they don't have any church. I will be trying to build that. They don't have any fuel and they don't have any clothes. So I think for the clothes we'll have to be building the tannery. Right over here. But we don't really have enough families to assign to this just yet. So we might have to wait for someone to move in. And the raiders just stole some resources. There is a band of raiders right over here. I might have to deal with them at some point. But for now we'll be building that church I was talking about. And we got a new family moving in, so we can assign them to the tannery. The tannery uses the hides we get from the hunting camp and turns them into leather, which then gets sold on the market. And the church is finished. Let's go ahead and take a look. Yes, you can actually go over here and take a look around our village. And look at that beautiful wooden church. This will satisfy the needs of all of our people. Yes, now you can see all of their needs are being met. And that actually means we can upgrade them to level 2 mortgage plots. So let's get 2 of them. And our approval is actually starting to go up. This approval is what influences how many people start moving over here. And just like I was saying that another family moved in. We are getting quite a lot of families. We might want to build more houses. Let's get some over here. And I would like those ones to be really big, with really big back gardens. You will see why later. Or actually we could build it like this, which is sort of a duplex where 2 families can live but they only have 1 backyard. So that will make space for what, another 8 families? Sure, why not? Our settlement level increased again to a medium village. And if we go into this menu, we can put our 2 development points, which I forgot about, in different types of technologies. However, not all technologies are created equal. And there is one in particular which is regarded right now as the best one in the entire game. That is better deals. Let's make our way to that. Those two give absolutely huge boost to trading. And speaking of which, we might want to get a trading post. Let's put it right over here. And it will be the highest priority. Now again, if we click on the Burgage plot, we can see this little backyard extension, which gives us the option for a little bit of regional wealth to let our people produce vegetables or eggs in their backyards. But once you upgrade to level 2, you get access to the actual cool stuff over here. Stuff like the Fletcher's workshop, which produces bows. And I'm planning to build a lot of bows and sell them on the market for a profit. Okay, now all of our houses are full, so we also have to prioritize building those Burgage plots over here. I could get another ox to help with the construction. That's probably a good idea. But we'll also have to upgrade this. The trading post is here at least. Now when those plots are built, I have the option to expand the living space, so another family can live here. Now the reason I build those plots really long right here is because I want them to produce some vegetables. And for them it actually matters how big the plot is. The only thing I'm lacking right now is people. I don't have enough workforce. I will definitely need more people to move in. Okay, we got one more. And the Fletcher is actually starting to get some warbows. So let's get a family on the trading post and let's start selling those warbows. But for that I will need a trade route. And we reach the next settlement level because I upgraded some more Burgage plots. Now what else do I want to go for? I think I'll go all in on the trade. And I see we deforested quite a lot of this land. So maybe it's about time to get a forester's hut. This will plant down more trees. And we got enough wealth to establish the trade route. And keep a surplus of let's say 5. And I might also want to get an archer militia. Now if you want to upgrade our Burgage plots even further, and our church as well, we'll need stuff like stone and clay tiles. And for that we'll have to establish some kind of mines. Let's get a stonecutter camp right over here next to the stone. And let's build a road to that. And we'll also need a mining pit right over this clay deposit. And that warbow trading is giving us quite a lot of money. Let me also establish in this house over here a joiner's workshop. I want this to produce a lot of shields, which we can also sell on the market. But then again, I think we'll need more families. Well, at least we can give out the vegetable improvement to all of those guys over here. And maybe let's also give some chicken cools to those guys over here. It will give us a small supply of eggs. Like I said, I also want a trade route of large shields, export, but keep like 5 again. Now I might even order a horse for this trading post. But if we do that, we'll need another hitching post. Let's put it down right here. Now as you can see, those level 2 homes also have a requirement for a tavern. So I guess I'll have to build some infrastructure for that as well. A new message. Raiders are near. In 1 year we'll be attacked by raiders. We'll have to prepare our army for that. Okay, now like I said, I want to build a tavern. I guess you can put it right here, right next to the church. Once you come on this street, you have the option to either go pray or go drink. I'm really wondering which option my villagers will choose. Anyway, for that tavern, we also have to build a malt house. And I'll put it right behind the tavern. Now this malt house uses barley to produce malt. And then we have to get a brewery in one of our homes in order to transform malt into ale, which we can sell in the tavern. And then that barley I think we might have to import. Yeah, I think that's what I wanna do. And also at this point we are kind of running out of homes. We have space for only 2 more families. We'll definitely have to get more. Let's build more houses like this, so that will be space for another 5 families. And looks like our rival is claiming a region. Which one is that? This one right over here. Okay, I guess you can have that one. It's not like I can do anything about it with my army. Okay, now all of our level 2 houses are getting their tavern supply. That is amazing. So what I would actually want right now is to upgrade the church to level 2. But for that I will need some stone and some roof tiles. I guess we can assign one family over here to the stone. And we'll need one family in the clay deposit. The clay deposit will make clay and then we can turn it into clay tiles. But for this building I need some stone. We'll have to wait for the stone, I guess. Okay, now we can build a clay furnace. And we will need even more Burgage plots. So I'm thinking of making a couple more over here. And I want to make those a bit larger. We'll have 4 people living here and they can produce a lot of carrots. Now why not let's make those guys over here produce some chickens. Just for a little bit more food. Now over here in this direction we are already reaching the border of this region. So I think we should start expanding our houses in this region. Although they will be a little bit further away from the tavern or the church. But I think it will be fine. Let's get another 4 houses like this. Okay, I think we got enough stone from this. We can get this guy to work somewhere else. Now let's pause the Fletcher and the joiner shop for a while. Because they are eating all my planks. And I need more of them in order to upgrade the church. Also seems like our reforestation effort is not really enough. So let's get a second forester hut over here. And our approval is now at 91%. Oh, never mind. Okay, now we finally have enough resources to upgrade our church to a stone one. This is gonna be very important. Now the only thing that our people don't have enough is clothing. And I think for that we'll have to build a tailor's workshop. But right now we don't have near enough fuel. So that's a bigger problem. I might also start exporting some berries since we have quite a lot of them. But anyway, because the raiders will be coming, I want to build my own manor. And I think I'll build it somewhere over here, away from the whole village. Yeah, that's enough for now. And let's make a road connecting it, and I want this to get built right now. Now thinking about it, I might want to move the wood industry from here. We kind of cut down all the trees around here. So let's start with the woodcutter's lodge. Let's put it over here instead, so they can start cutting trees from this region. But at least my manor is ready. And because we established a manor, now we have 5 more units of retinue. That's gonna be pretty important. I guess every little bit counts. And we can also establish taxes on the population. And we can give food to the church in order to get influence. So I think that's pretty good as well. And yeah, that's about it. And our rival is claiming another territory already. He's going for this one over here, right next to us. Okay, I guess. And we need more houses. Let's get a couple more over here. And I want them to have big backyards. They are gonna produce even more vegetables. And thinking about it, I might want another ox. So let's order one. And right now I got a notification we can also get a policy. Let's get this one for hounding grounds. I think it will be pretty beneficial. And finally I can get a tailor's workshop. And I would also like some shoe production actually. Oh, and we managed to reach 100 population. That's pretty nice. Okay, now about the tailor shop. The tailor is producing gambizons. And for those gambizons we need some linen. I guess we'll have to import that. Or maybe we can make a weaver shop and import the flax. And produce the linen ourselves. That could be quite a good idea, to be honest. Let's put it over here. Now I notice my marketplace right now has 0 store locations. So that's pretty bad. What I might do is delete that road and build a bigger marketplace. Or maybe I could fit a market somewhere over here. That's another 20 stalls. Okay, sure. And now we actually have clothing on the market. But those guys don't have tavern supply. No one has tavern supply. And I think that might be because I'm not importing enough barley. Okay, now all of their needs are met. And I could upgrade them to level 3, which is the max level. But I will need more planks. So I should again pause those buildings. Because they are using all my planks. We need 3 level 3 houses in order to become a small town. Okay, that sounds pretty good. Okay, now we might have to upgrade the storehouse. And I think it's a good idea to also upgrade those houses to level 2. And now I think time has come for the raiders to attack us. So they are coming from over here. How many units are there? Only one? No, there are 2 units. Yeah, so I think now it's time to rally all of our units. Let's get them somewhere in here. I think I'll find them somewhere in this region. So let's create a formation over here. Let's have the spears right over here with the retinue behind them and the archers in front of them actually. Yeah, let's make that formation. So the archers should start shooting whenever those guys get in range. They are shooting, they are shooting. They are shooting. There we go. Now they're getting too close. We move them back. You run to position. And then those guys are gonna fight our spear militia. Meanwhile, the retinue can go from the side and attack them. And I suppose the archers can flank them from this side. There we go, they are going down I think. We're also losing a couple units. We're losing quite a lot of them actually. Okay, one of them is down. And that's it, I think we won the battle. But we did suffer some casualties. Okay, at least we survived. Now go back to your home. We lost how many units? Like somewhere around 15 I think. Yeah, it was actually a pretty tough fight. But now we can disband everyone. And we have 1000 influence. Does that mean we can claim a region? For example, I want to claim this one. Yeah, let's do it. I hope the other ruler will not try to do anything about it. Okay, there we have it. We claimed the region. It's ours now. That's very cool. Can I establish another settlement here? Do I want to establish another settlement here? Or do I want to focus on this region? Now that's a tough choice. So I need a settlers camp in order to establish that. And that cost me 250 of my personal treasury. Yeah, I don't have enough just yet. So I think I need to focus on making this village more wealthy. Now we have gathered quite a lot of shoes. So we might be able to export them on the market. Shoes are costing 8. So I think they're a pretty good trade. Let's keep, let's say 10. And we're slowly but surely running out of houses. So I think we should build a couple more, let's say in this region right here. Let's make it like this. And I know I have the option because I got this special trade to build those 2 buildings, which will cost us a bit of regional wealth, but it will give us passive bread income. And so goes for firewood. So yeah, I think those might be worth building. I have to build them in the marketplace. So let's do them, why not? Now since we got a bit of regional wealth right now, I might try to import some more spears. Because I can't be bothered to build all those buildings we need to produce it ourselves, although they are expensive. If I am to get 20, that will be like 140 regional wealth. Basically all of our regional wealth. Maybe we should actually produce it ourselves. So for that we'll first need to start exploiting the iron deposit over here. So let's build a mining pit right here, connected by road. Then we'll need a bloomery that will be right over here, let's say, and that will produce iron slabs. And then if I get a blacksmith right over here, I can transform those iron ingots into spears and sidearms. So I think that will be a pretty good idea, but I will need a couple more families for this. So the priority is still building those burgers plots. And let's continue upgrading those houses to level 3. At least the food is starting to do really well. All this investment into vegetables is starting to pay off. Now after those two will be finished, I can get another perk. So which one do I want from those? Charcoal burning could be interesting to say the least. It might allow us to cut down a little bit less trees, which is quite a problem for us. I have like 4 different forester huts all over the place. But armor making would also be quite nice. Settlement level increased. Yeah, we got a point. Now where am I gonna spend it? I think I'll get charcoal after all. I'll have to build this charcoal kiln, and I'll do it right here. And the iron industry is still getting built. Yeah, we'll need more families in order to support this growing village. And this guy is claiming another region. This one right here, which is kind of a bad region anyway. Okay, now the iron industry is starting to work. Now I think we should be getting some spears from those guys. And let's also assign one person to a charcoal, and we only have one more unassigned family. And only 4 more free houses left. Might as well build a couple more. A couple more right over here maybe. This will be able to support 8 more families. Now we're kind of struggling with the fuel. And also with the food in some places. Yeah, we'll need a lot more food. I think I might get a couple more chickens. And I hope that will help. Yeah, I think I might unfortunately want to import some more food at this point. We're simply not making enough. So let's try to get something like honey, for example. And let's also import a bit of meat, why not? Hopefully that will help. Our spear militia is now fully equipped. So I think I'll switch the blacksmith to producing sidearms. Now let's go to our manor, open the castle planner, and let's build a garrison tower. This will allow us to recruit even more retinue. And it's pretty cheap as well. And also, since now we're producing sidearms, I might as well create a sidearm militia. A militia footman. But I think we might need more people for them. We'll have to get more families. But they just don't really want to move over here. I have no idea why. I'm also upgrading a couple more burgers plus to level 3. I think it's a good idea. And I noticed for those militia footmen we also have to get the other type of shield, which is this small one right here. Okay, and the other ruler is now claiming the last bit of land. That is quite unfortunate. Well, I guess I'm gonna just sit here and build up my village. Or maybe not, maybe I won't. Maybe I will also establish a settlement around here. I would like to do this because we have a huge iron deposit, a rich one. So let's get a settlers camp around here. I think I want to build this village kind of in this valley. We are pretty close to berries and to wild animals. We have some stone and we have a lot of iron. So let's get a settlement around here. Starting supplies, let's go for modest starting supplies. And now we can start our new village. Again we start off with 5 families. And the first thing I want to build is the marketplace and the storehouse and granary. So I want the marketplace somewhere around this region. Yeah, let's make it pretty big. Let's surround it by a big road and let's connect it to the main road that is all the way over here. So now over here build a storehouse and build a granary. After that we'll again need a logging camp. I think I'll get it somewhere in here. We also need a well, but we don't have a lot of water. The only water we have is right next to the logging camp. So I guess this will have to do. And only then we'll start building some burgers plots. Meanwhile, I also need to manage this village at the same time. So that might become quite overwhelming at some point. Let's get a couple burgers plots around here. Let's make them quite large. That would be pretty nice. There we go. And now all of those people will have houses. After that, what we'll need is a woodcutter's lodge. And I just need one more burgers plot to level 3. And this will become a medium town. After that, we'll go into armor. Now over in the small settlement, we want to get the basic stuff down. We want to get the hunting camp somewhere around here. And also the forager hut. And why not even a woodcutter's lodge? This settlement level has increased. And like I was saying, we'll be going towards armor making. And I will immediately make one of those guys an armorer, whenever I get the resources. And this settlement also increased its level. And for those guys I definitely want to go towards deep mining. That will allow us to extract iron from here forever. But before that we'll also need a couple more houses. I think a couple of them over here could work. And I'll make a road that will go all around this place. Now I want to get those guys' approval up by building a church. But for the church I will need some planks. So it is time for a saw pit. Now I think by getting a pack station we can move goods around our 2 villages. So we should definitely try to get one. Right over here. And now as you might be able to see, we got quite a lot of money in our treasury by this point. So I think it's time to buy something with that. And that will be more units for my retinue. So it is 50 each. Okay, let's just recruit a bunch of them. So we got up to 17, and at some point we'll be able to get even more. And for this pack station to work we'll need to buy a mule, I think. And we'll also need another hitching post, right over here for example. Okay, now we have enough resources to build a wooden church in this village. And after that I would like a mining pit right over here. And then I also want a tannery to get some clothes to this village. This way we'll be able to satisfy all of their needs. Let's assign a family to this tannery. And now all of the needs of our people should eventually be met. There we go, now we can upgrade some plots to level 2. And we can start mining some iron finally. And I would also like to get a blue mine in this village. We'll also need some kind of forester's hut in order to reforest everything we're cutting down. And now we'll definitely need more houses over here. I'm thinking maybe something like that. Okay, now with this pack station I'm still not 100% sure how it works. So from that village I want to receive some iron slabs and I'll have to give them something in return. So what do I have a lot of? I guess maybe some small shields. Okay, now let's see if it actually works. And the level of this settlement has just increased. That means now we can finally get deep mining. And I could upgrade this to a deep mine right now, but it will be way too much gold for me. So I think I'll wait for that. Oh no, a fire just broke out in this region. Right in the main market. Well, thankfully we were able to put this down. Now we're actually starting to fill up our militias. So I think I will establish a new one. I'll go for another archer, I think. Yeah, that's pretty good. I will eventually be able to fill all of them. I just need a bit more people. I know we don't have any supply of clay in this village anymore. But I would like to keep building roof tiles. And for that reason I will start importing some more clay. Let's import about 10. And we also made a lot more money. So it's time to get even more retinue. Recruit even more men at arms. There we go, we reached the maximum 24. Yeah, that's pretty good I think. The next step would be to also buy them some armor. For 24 units that will be about like what, 550, 600, something like that. I think I'll wait for more wealth to build up. And in order to do trade with the other region we'll have to build a pack station here as well I think. Well, okay, I can do it, I guess. Let's put it somewhere over here. And over here in our big village, our settlement level has increased. We are now a large town, and we can finally deploy our last development point. And to be completely honest, I think I might go for some advanced armor making. Why not? Now we can even create some mail armor. But to be honest, I think I want both of them. So for that I will make this other building an armor workshop as well. And I will make them produce mail armor. But then again I will need more people to move in here. And we don't have that high of an approval right now. But that's mostly because I'm taxing people. Let's also get another ox in this region. Now I also want to be building a trading post over here. Right over here somewhere. Now I have enough money to upgrade the retinue. Let's buy them some actual armors. Now they are really starting to look a bit better. And if you want you also have the option to customize them. Make them look however you want. But yeah, for now let's just upgrade everyone. There we go, 24 units of fully equipped retinue. That is just amazing. And our settlement level increased again in this region. Now the question is, what else do I want to go for? I could go for trade logistics and their better deals again, but I don't want to do the same thing over and over again. I want to try something new, like beekeeping for example. I'm really wondering how much honey we can produce. And I just noticed we managed to get over 200 population in this region. That's quite impressive. Oh no, enemy unit has been spotted. Right here. They are coming right from the border. And there are actually quite a lot of them. I guess we'll have to rally the entire army in order to protect our village. Let's do it over here somewhere. And even then a couple houses might still get destroyed. Since they spawned right in our village basically. Let's get the spear militia right here. And the archers as well. Right over there. My retinue is all the way over here. Yeah, they'll have to go somewhere like that. Okay, actually, you know what? Go here. Where are those guys even going, bro? No idea. Just attack them. Go for it. And this battalion over here is attacking my archers. You'll have to fall back. Let the footmen do all the fighting. And you will be attacking from afar. Now there is still a couple more units over here. I'm not too sure where those guys are going, to be honest. So let's also send the retinue over there. But at this point the retinue is really fatigued, so I'm not too sure they'll be able to be effective in combat. I could always just hire some mercenaries, I guess. But let's not do that. Because from what I can see we beat up those armies over here. So we can move our troops in this battle. Okay, I think our retinue, which is pretty fatigued right now, might have to fight against those guys. That is quite something. Yeah, we're not really ready for a fight right now. Oh, and those guys are attacking my archers, oh no. Okay, let's go like that. And I think we're beating them still. Okay, we'll have to get the archers out of this battle. And we beat them. Now why not, we can move everybody against the last unit. And they left. Our retinue actually beat them. Well, it was to be expected since we upgraded them like crazy. I'm pretty sure we beat all the raiders so we can disband the units. We lost quite a couple, man, but we will recover. At least our village didn't get burned down. Now I think this might be a good place to end it. I would like to keep going, this game is really addictive, but I've been recording for a pretty long time. I will have a lot to edit, so that will take a very long time and this video is getting way too long, so I think it's enough for now. As you can see, this big village is at 200 population, while this small one is already at 45. Yeah, I have to tell you, we have come quite a long way. Over here at least most of the houses have already been upgraded to level 3. And right now they are looking absolutely amazing. Don't mind the dead people, just look at them. Yeah, it's an amazing village we managed to create. So let me know if you'd like me to continue this campaign. Of course, the best way to do that would be liking the video and subscribing to the channel. So thank you very much for watching, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.